Well, hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today we are going to be taking off the bumper and also changing the windshield washer pump. Now, if you're not certain about what that is, well, basically it's the device that pumps the water up onto your windscreen, and then the wipers just wipe the fluid and stuff like that. The washer pump is located all the way on the passenger side of the car, right here. The problem with that is that, just as last time, as I had to take off the bumper to change the radiator, I am going to have to do the same thing. I'm gonna have to take off the bumper and change the washer pump. That way, that's the only way I can actually get access to it. You won't be able to even see it from here. You can only see the top part of the reservoir. The reservoir goes all the way down right beside the wheel. So in order to gain access to it, I'm going to have to take off the bumper. So that's not really hard. It's just that, it's kind of like a very annoying process. But let's get to it. Each time after I deliver you guys some instructions, I'm gonna stop the video or pause it, and then I'm going to do it. So first thing you have to do is basically take off these clips. Take off the top clips, right? After you take off the top clips, you're going to have to remove these bolts as well. All right, remove this bolt as well. Here is about a 10, all right, or 8. I believe it's a 10, right? And then you have to, on both wheels, you're gonna have to come back here and take off these bolts. Same thing on the next side. You're gonna have to take off the bolts, right? And to make your life easier, I would suggest that you turn the wheel. As a matter of fact, maybe I should move the car a little bit away from the sidewalk, so that way I'm able to turn the wheel a little bit easier to get access to the screws. So it's also a very cold day as well. So yeah, it's also a very cold day as well, so I'm going to have to basically, take my time doing it, warm up a little bit. Maybe I should go get some gloves and put it on. Anyway, people, here's the devices that you're gonna need. By the way, look at this small thing. Would you believe that this is the problem? A small device such as this is the problem? Look at that. Look at that. That's what I'm gonna be changing. All of this just for this. All right, so you're obviously gonna need a flat top to take off the clips. You're gonna need a ratchet handle set. You're gonna need your socket set kit, because you're gonna have to, just to make it, this is all about just making it much easier to do the job. Anyway, people, I'm gonna start by removing the clips off of the grill, and then I'll start it back up. Okay, so after you have taken off the clips, now you have to start removing the bolts. All right, so you have a 10 bolt here, 10 bolt here, and this is a long bolt, so don't mix it up. This bolt is a long bolt, don't mix it up. The rest are short bolts. 10 bolt, 10 bolt, 10 bolt, 10 bolt, 10 bolt. Again, this is a long bolt, don't mix it up. Wow, what the frick. Yep, sometimes this is a fundamental problem. Like I said before, work has been done on this car before we even bought it, so it comes with a lot of problems. This 10 bolt is supposed to go all the way down and connect to something, and it does not. So it is, like I said before many times, it is what it is. Sometimes you buy a vehicle, these used cars dealers, they wheel and deal you, and they do all kinds of shit. So it is what it is. So after you remove all the 10 bolts, the grill is going to be able to be removed, but not like take it off, but the top part of the bumper is basically done. And then next you're going to go to the wheel wells, and then you're going to deal with the bolts there. So right now I'm going to take off all these bolts, put them in the box. Make sure you have a box. I'm going to take off all these bolts, put them in a box, and then the bumper will be ready to, I'm going to start going to the wheel wells, and then I'm going to pull out the bumper. I'm going to explain something again, because many of you have not seen the last, many of you did not see the last video, but you've seen, you know, you're going to see this video where it talks about, you know, there's a 10 bolt and a clip on the bumper that you have to use to take off the bumper as well. Alright guys, so next I am going to be taking off all the bolts on the top. So next is the wheel wells. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn the wheels out, and then I'm going to show you the bolts that you need to take off. Alright, so now that I've turned the wheel, right, here are the bolts that you're gonna have to take off. You don't have to take off all the bolts. You just have to take off the bolts so you can remove the mud guard to the side and basically be able to have access to the inner 10 bolt. There's a 10 bolt on the inside right here in this section that you have to get to in order. That's the last bolt, because that's the bolt that connects, the last bolt that connects to the frame. So, you know, whatever. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna start on this side first, because this side is the harder side. So just to let you people know, these bolts are size 8 or a 5/16. So, you know, you can handle it real easily, real quickly, if you use, you know, like a drill gun, and you have your little drill set right here. You just pull up one of these 5/16s and you just take them off real quick. So we're gonna handle that real quick, and I'm gonna show you what it's like underneath the bumper and the 10 bolt, the elusive 10 bolt that escapes most people. Okay family, so quickly, there's the reservoir right there. This is what I have to take off right here. Then also here is the elusive 10 bolt that I was talking about. It's this 10 bolt right, let me see, right here. There it is right there, that elusive 10 bolt. Once you take that off, then you can take off the then we have to go underneath and also remove the bolts from underneath the bumper. So I'm gonna take off that 10 bolt, put it up, and then do the next side, and then I'll show you underneath and then get it done. Alright guys, so here's what's next. Now we have to start pulling off the bottom bolts off of the bumper. Alright, here are the bolts. Alright, there's a missing bolt right here, I guess. Missing right there. Alright, these are all the bolts. These are all 10 bolts. So you're gonna have to have fun with that. Alright, now ladies and gentlemen, this is what you're looking at right here. This is the pump right here. Alright, this is what we're going to be changing. I'm also going to be changing the sensor. I should definitely change the sensor while I'm here. I did buy both. I bought the sensor and I bought the pump. So like I said before, this is the pump, this is the problem, and also the sensor. All obviously, I mean, while I'm here, why not change the sensor as well? But I guess I should get something to catch the liquid that's in there, you know. So I'm gonna do that right now. Anyway guys, I'm about to, you know, release everything right now, you know, empty out everything right now. But look at this thing, look at this small device. All right, look at these small devices. Could you imagine that these devices are the devices that are giving you like all these problems and stuff. So just know that basically if you have to do certain things, I would suggest to you that you basically make sure you have something that can catch the liquid. If not, just make sure you have a refill for it. So I'm gonna take this off. First you pull back the thing, see, you pull it back and then you just press it. Then whoa, alright, so I'm gonna have to do this off camera because I can't work with just one hand anyway. Alright, anyway peeps, I am going to be like changing these things. Alright, so you see where it is. You can see that the bumper is down. Alright, you can see that the bumper is down. I didn't have to take off that side, so I'm not going to, because I don't want to make my job harder to put it back on. Anyway people, give me a second while I deal with all of this and show you what's done. Alright guys, so as you can see, I have now put the new pump in and also the new sensor. Here is the old pump and the old sensor, and it is now time to, you know, make sure that everything is now starting to work. Now quick note again, when we got this car last year, you know, it did not have this working, and they tried to say that it was a we didn't fill the wiper fluid reservoir, and I was like, listen man, ain't nobody here is stupid. Don't try to like say dumb stuff like that. All right, okay, so it is clearly working. Look at that, look at that, look at that. It has to be cleaned out though, so yeah, all good, all good. Yup. Thank you guys for watching. If you're feeling generous for this tutorial on how to change your windshield washer pump, if you're feeling generous, drop some dough in the Cash App. Any amount is highly appreciated. This is the Hebrew Jamaican code. Peace. I am out. I gotta put this car back together. Anyway, enough love and respect. Peace. I'm out.